Welcome to Grand Prairie Update. I'm Don Johnson.
And I'm Terry Briggs. Here's what's happening in your city.
It's looking like a bummer of a summer for boating or going to the beach at Joe Pool Lake in Grand Prairie. The lake is still 13 feet above normal from spring flooding, making it too dangerous for boating or swimming. So the ramps and beaches are closed along with the Lynn Creek Marina and Oasis Restaurant. Officials say the closures are in effect for July 4th and probably into August. So the city will miss the boat on revenue for a second summer holiday.
And we estimate that we're going to lose somewhere in the neighborhood of $1 million in revenue this year because of the flooding. That's probably about 60% of our annual budgeted revenue.
Lloyd Park will be open on the 4th with a limited number of campsites and cabins, along with some picnic pavilions. For more information, call 972-237-4120. Meantime, federal and state relief is now available to Grand Prairie residents affected by the spring floods. The disaster aid includes grants for temporary housing, for repairs or other needs not covered by insurance, and low-interest loans for small businesses. On June 29th and June 30th, the Federal Emergency Management Agency and other disaster officials will be at the main library in Grand Prairie to help residents register and apply for assistance. You should bring your contact information, including proof of residency, insurance information, a description of the damage, and proof of your income.
So just be prepared to answer all the questions possible and bring all the documentation possible to go through that process and ultimately hopefully get an inspection date and time set up before you leave there.
Wheeler says residents can also register and apply for flooding relief by going online, by using the FEMA app on a smartphone, or by calling 800-621-FEMA.
Happy Juneteenth!
A Saturday morning Freedom March parade once again highlighted Grand Prairie's annual Juneteenth celebration.
Great day, great day.
The march began at City Hall, proceeded west down Main Street, and ended at Prairie Park in the Dalworth neighborhood.
There were still slaves in Texas who were in captivity.
After the march, city and state officials gathered to speak about the significance of the day in history. June 19, 1865, the day slavery officially ended in Texas. Grand Prairie's celebration includes the parade, the awarding of college scholarships, and an afternoon of fellowship and food. Juneteenth was celebrated for the first time in 1867 and became an official state holiday in 1980.
It's amazing how Juneteenth has expanded. Buffalo, New York has the third largest Juneteenth celebration in the country. Los Angeles, California has a large Juneteenth. So Juneteenth is being celebrated everywhere this weekend, and that's really good. I'm glad that the story of Texas and Juneteenth, that we were able to spread that legacy across the entire United States and even the world.
2015 marks the 150th anniversary of Juneteenth in Texas.
Grand Prairie is asking swimming pool owners to help fight the bite and prevent the West Nile virus. Officials report a jump in the number of pools that are stagnant and breeding mosquitoes. In some cases, the properties are vacant, like this house. But many pool owners are apparently not running the filter or doing regular maintenance. So city workers are spending time treating the foul water with larvicide to kill the mosquitoes.
You know, you think it's your property, but it affects everybody. It affects your neighbors because it's a bad site for your neighbors, and then it's a mosquito breeding ground. So this is a main problem of why we have mosquitoes, not with just the city, but just everywhere, is nasty pools like this.
O'Neill says it's time for everyone to get their guard up, since the city has already trapped mosquitoes with West Nile. So here's what you can do to fight the bite. Drain pots, buckets, and patio furniture. If you own a swimming pool, run the filter and treat for algae. Wear insect repellent that contains DEET because it works the best against mosquitoes. Avoid going out at dusk or dawn when mosquitoes are feeding. And if you're outside during those hours, try to wear long sleeves and pants. For more information, go online at gptx.org/fightthebite.
Grand Prairie's animal shelter is flooded with cats and dogs, the ripple effect of record-setting rain in May. Officials say hundreds of strays were forced into the open by the weather, and many of them wound up here at the Prairie Paws Adoption Center.
We have brought in about 150 extra animals than we normally house, so we've been working overtime every day. It has been extremely busy just trying to feed and keep all the animals' housing clean.
To make room at the shelter, the city is drastically reducing the standard $70 adoption fee through the end of June. The discount price for dogs, puppies, and kittens is $20, and adult cats are $10. There is a limit of 2 pets per household, and the discount is only good for new adoptions. If you're interested in adopting a pet, you can visit the shelter during business hours Tuesday through Saturday. For more information, go online at gptx.org/paws or call 972-237-8575.
Ma'am, stand up! Ma'am, get up from behind there! Ma'am, stand up!
These teenagers are learning what it's like when police search a dark building for armed suspects. The youngsters are members of the Grand Prairie Police Explorer class of 2015. For this exercise, the cops and robbers are using guns that shoot only pellets, and everybody is wearing protective gear.
I'm going to open the door. Ready, guys? You're going to go. Just open it and go. All right, sit down.
What we try to do is simulate a real-life situation where they have to go into an unknown and react and respond appropriately, either go get a bad guy or rescue a injured person, clear a building, something that an officer might do on a regular call.
It was somewhat scary because you didn't expect, you don't know what to expect, but you have your adrenaline pumping, and so you're really eager or really anticipated, okay, what's going to happen, what's going to happen.
The tactical training is part of a one-week academy that gives explorers a glimpse into police work. For many of them, law enforcement is still the career they want, despite recent events around the country involving police.
When I was younger, my parents always told me that there are 2 people that you can trust in the world. That's your family and police officers, cops, because they're there to protect you.
And for the explorers who complete the academy, there's a graduation ceremony, just like real police cadets.
Police officers are human beings, and we're going to make mistakes, but in our hearts, we are almost all good people with high character doing a difficult job, and I'm so proud that these young men and women are even considering the noble profession that is policing. And make no mistake about it, it is a noble profession.
I just tell them that I'm proud of them for it. I know it's a tough thing to do, especially at a young age. You know, a lot of people don't look up to cops at that age. For him to go through this is very impressive.
The Police Explorer program is open to anyone aged 14 to 21 who maintains a C average and has no criminal record. For more information, go online at gptx.org/pdexplorers or call 972-237-8978.
There's a whole lot of shaking going on at Grand Prairie's libraries this summer.
I must get Powers back.
There's also a lot of reading going on too, and that's exactly the point of the 2015 Summer Reading Club.
Will he ever get his powers back, or she?
All 3 Grand Prairie Library locations are offering SRC programs like this story time for kids. The idea is to keep them engaged and excited about reading during the summer months. There are also programs designed for teens and adults, and everyone who participates has a chance to win prizes by logging the hours that they read, and reading logs are available at each library. The Summer Reading Club will continue until school starts in August with more than 170 different programs.
There is a story time every day of the week in the month of June. And it's not just story time. What we're doing here is we're building those pre-reading skills. Kids are learning their letters, their colors, number recognition, and on top of it, it's tons of fun. So we really encourage you to come to any one of our locations in the month of June to enjoy story time and a ton of our other programs that we're offering.
For more information, go to the library's website at gptx.org/library.
That's it for this edition of Grand Prairie Update.
Hope you'll join us again next time.